Good morning, the intrepid pocket old bean here. Good morning campers. After the last couple of days of gale force winds and heavy rain, it's settled down quite nicely this morning. We had a break in the weather yesterday afternoon, so we managed to get out and to do a nice little walk Easter Monday. We're setting off today. We've been on the John O Groats Caravan and Camping Park for three days now. Time to go back down south to Perth today. About 230 mile drive. So as the weather's sort of cleared up a little bit and we're just about to set off, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a show around the campsite. I'm standing outside the last pub, which is John O Groats Brewery. You can't beat the views from where we are. John O Groats, looking over to Orkney Islands. Probably don't pick them up very well on the video. We've got the island of Stroma over there. So I'll just have a little walk around here first before going up to the campsite. Got the hotel there, luxury apartments. First and last in Scotland gift shop. Little harbour down here. The wildlife cruises, trips over the Orkneys, they don't start until the 1st of May. The boat that was in there yesterday, that's out there fishing in the Pentland of Firth. There's your sign up there which tells you Orkney 8 miles, Shetland 152, Edinburgh 273. Just put you on pause for a second while I walk up to the campsite, which is spitting distance. I can't say the words this morning. Spitting distance away from where I'm standing now. About 75 yards. Yeah, just at the entrance of the campsite now. The car park is opposite there. That was actually full of motorhomes yesterday. I guess a lot of people are doing the NC 500. As you'll see in a minute, there's a lot of motorhomes parked up on the side. What we've noticed last few days is people tend to come in the late afternoon after driving around the NC 500, more than likely, parking up just for the night and then carrying on with the journey the next day. Got the ferry office there, so it opens in May for your trips around the islands. Got the campsite here, sign, welcome to John O Groats Caravan and Camping Site. Got a lovely lady in there, Caroline, very helpful. We had a bit of a breakdown with the car and we were a day late, but she didn't charge us anything and still let us stay the 3 days. Reception is closed until 9. Check-in is from 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 PM. Just walking up into the campsite. As you can see, some lovely views over Pentland of Firth, the Orkneys. Quite a few motorhomes, camper vans were all parked up here last night. They've gone already. What we're talking about, sort of 7:30 in the morning. Got pictures all around. A line of camper vans there. Good access. The pitch that they've put us on, pitch number 6. I think these pitches are really meant for, more suited to camper vans and motorhomes really. and that, so I won't go into the toilet block. Just people are sort of getting up, and they're very clean. They're a bit dated, but really clean. Nice warm water. There's our setup there. You couldn't have got a better view, really. The only thing I would say is it's no disrespect to John O Groats Caravan and Camping Park, but don't expect super duper pictures for your caravan. Somewhere to park with some fantastic views and lots to do in the area. We've got the water right next to the van here. We had a little bit of a giggle to ourselves, me and the missus, actually, because for the last 3 days we've been the only caravan on here. As you can see, a big long line of caravans, motorhomes and camper vans, and there's another section over the other side of here as well. So anyway, that was just a quick show around John O Groats Caravan and Camping Park. As I say, it's been quite funny because for the last 3 days we've been the only caravan here. I don't know whether they get more caravans as the season sort of gets into full swing, but yeah, it's a great place to stop with fantastic views. So I'll say bye for now. Just get the kettle on for a cup of tea before we hook up and get ourselves down to Perth, where we're staying at the Caravan and Camping Club site tonight, just outside Perth, next to the race course. Scone, if people know it. Be ashamed to leave here now that the weather's going to be nice for the next few days, but it is what it is. Bye for now, and speak again later.
Now, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto the A9. Now, exit onto the A9.
Yes, okay, madam. Okay, we set off from John O Groats about 10 to 9 this morning. We've had a stop for lunch. It's 1:15 now. We've got another 125 miles to go before we get to Perth. And we're just crossing over the Cromarty of Perth now, over the bridge.
Warning, risk zone.
They sat nav talking to us in the background. Like 114 miles to go to Perth. Just crossing over the Moray of Perth now. Again, quite spectacular views. Okay, this is just to the north of Inverness, and Loch Ness is not far away. If you look this way, football ground over there, Inverness Caledonians, I think. Is that what they've got? Yes.
Warning, risk zone. To 700 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto the A9.
Looks like decent pitch, that line, isn't it? It's a bit of a funny place though, on the side of the motorway. Right, we just entered the Cairngorms National Park again for the second time in a week. Yeah. Quite interesting. Right up on the north of Scotland this morning, Pentland of Firth, and now we're into the mountains again in the hurricane comes. Looks like there's a little bit more snow on there since we were here a few days ago, but it has been torrential rain and high winds over the weekend, so I guess it was slowing up on the top of these mountains as well.
Specs.
Right, we just pulled over on the A9 into a lay-by for a cup of tea, about 60 miles to go. Lovely views on this part of the drive. Nice bit of blue sky as well. And still some snow on the mountains in the distance.
Reached your destination.
Yep, arrived at Perth Camping and Caravan and Club site, actually on the race course. Good morning, campers. Potter's all been here again today. We're continuing our journey, meandering down Scotland, back down south to the North Yorkshire area. Stayed at the Scone Caravan and Camping Club site overnight, and then on to Beecraigs in the Bathgate Hills today, and then tonight viewing the Falkirk Kelpies all lit up. The Scone Caravan and Camping Club site, it's a couple of miles sort of north of Perth, next to Scone Palace. Well, actually it's about a 15-minute walk from Scone Palace. A little bit of history which I read. This is where the Kings of Scotland were actually crowned. The campsite itself is right next door to Perth Race course. Excellent if you want to come to a meeting, if there's one on. don't know whether I'm showing the Scottish campsites in a very good light at the moment, because the last couple have actually, the weather's been atrocious. But it has been torrential rain all night, but I'm not sure whether it was what was worse, whether it was the rain battering the top of the caravan or the birds singing away. Not that I've got anything wrong, anything against the birds, of course, but they are quite noisy. Well laid down, you can walk. There's no barriers or anything to stop me walking in here, so I'm assuming I could walk in here. So this is the race course, which is actually adjacent to the campsite. So as I say, if you're up this way and there's a meeting on, then I would book and in your motorhome or your caravan, book into the Camping and Caravan and Club site next door. Non-members are welcome. There is sort of one slight issue with the campsite, which is not in the information. I did notice it on a couple of reviews that there's a major construction project at the back of it. There's no noise coming from it at the moment. What it is, it's a major link road, which they're putting in around Perth. I think we were probably stuck in one end of it when we got to the last 3 miles of the A9. It's probably a little bit of a shame. However, with all the trees and shrubbery between the construction project, which will relieve traffic congestion in this area, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. It might get a little bit more noise, but construction was on for about 3 years, and it's got another couple of years to go yet. The other one I've seen on the reviews as well is you could use the hotel park, which is adjacent to the campsite. That's been taken off by contractors for 3 years as well. It's a shame that we actually couldn't go in there as well. Yeah, it does look like a nice little hotel and bar actually, nice and cosy. I'm just walking towards the entrance now. As I say, Scone, it's a couple of miles north of Perth, just down the road from Scone Palace. I'll just put you on pause for a minute while I walk into the site. Don't know whether you can see that, but that's the construction project, which is about 200 metres away from reception, and the wooden building there, that's the hotel there. They've got a main road in which links this bit to the bridge over the River Tay as well. I think the road's gets a bit closer to the site. Camping and Caravan Club, Scone. Yeah, non-members welcome. Yeah, it was a friendly welcome from the wardens last night. One of the things I like about the Caravan and Camping Club is the wardens are always very friendly. They are on both sides we're going, but they actually show you to your pitch as well, so you're not lost. You don't get lost actually as you go around. Some people might not like that. Some people might like to choose their pitch and then go back to reception, but everyone to their own. Sometimes I like to do that myself, to be honest. And also, if you get to the pitch and you don't like it, the wardens, they'll actually move you to a suitable pitch, or you can choose a pitch to go to while they're actually showing you around. So it's not really an issue. Yeah, it's quite a busy site. Just going through gates. Look, it's a nice quiet area. Reception there. Torrential rain last night, so there's a few puddles around. Seems to be draining quite well. Have a little walk around this side. Yeah, there's another puddle there. some more puddles. Yeah, I'm not surprised with the amount of rain that was hitting the caravan roof last night, to be honest. It wasn't that windy, it wasn't as windy as what it was when we were up at John O Groats. It's got nice, lovely and warm facilities there, usual facilities, absolutely immaculate. And a family room as well, and a very nice sort of information room. So I'll go around in a minute and have a quick look at it. I won't go in the loos because people are getting up. I'm not really into that, videoing loos unless it's completely deserted. Ducks wandered onto the site. I'm not surprised with all the puddles around here. Good weather for ducks. I don't know whether you can actually see that at all, but that's the back of the, I'm at the back of the site now, and that's the construction project at the back. It's going to be a good couple of 100 yards away. Interesting to see what effect it's going to have when it's completed sometime in 2025. Yeah, they've got a couple of safari tents as well, which I've seen on a few of the Caravan and Camping Club sites. These look excellent. If you're in the caravan and you've got family staying, travelling with you or visiting you on the site, and they haven't got a caravan or a motorhome, why not book one of these? Got everything you need in there. I'm right down the back end of the site now, at the back of the race course, and again you see the construction site at the back here, through the trees there. Apart from that, it's a nice bit of countryside, and the walk itself, which I've just noticed, so I've just bumped into a guy at the beginning of the walk and now at the end of the walk, is on the back, the far end of the race course. Got some static homes there as well. Oops, just stood in a puddle of water, and you can just pop into reception and sell them here as well. Perth is a lovely area. So I'm just walking over to the facilities block and just have a look in the information room. There's a family room there as well. There's a great playground over here for the kids as well. So if you've got young uns, plenty for them to do while you're preparing the dinner or having a quiet drink in your awning. How civilised is that? So I'm just coming into where the facilities block is. Got a recreation and family room. What a lovely room this is. Recreation room. It's got loads of information. Now it has got menus for the lodge actually, so I mean on one of the reviews it says you can't actually use it, so I mean if anybody does know the exact answer to that, whether you can actually use the lodge, then put it in the comments. Oh, I think we're back on. It does say the lodge are proud to be working with Scone Camping and Caravan Club, and the new menu was launched on the 1st of April. You can get a takeaway or dine in there, so maybe things have actually changed. And there's a voucher there as well for 10% off as well. Just present that at the bar. Yeah, what a nice little room. So if it's throwing it down, then come in here, have a chill out, maybe come in here and do some jigsaws and some crane on with the children, keep them occupied while it's actually pouring down. Yeah, so just walking back to the caravan now, as you can see, more puddles. put the kettle on and then get ourselves ready for our next leg in the journey down to Beecraigs. It's only 45 miles drive today. I hope that's been interesting. It was a nice little break in the weather actually while I was walking around. Now time to put the kettle on, a cup of tea, wake the missus up and get ready to get down to Beecraigs. Bye for now. What are these bridges called again, Caroline?
First the fourth,
Firth of Forth.
isn't it?
It's a bit of a mouthful.
It's actually got is it the Queen Elizabeth Bridge?
No, that's the one down.
Oh, that's the one
That's the
down.
one down south.
Yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I can't remember. I just like looking at it.
You just like looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're wondering what we're on about, guys, we've left Scone Caravan and Camping Club site this morning and we're heading towards our next site, which is Beecraigs Country Park in the Bathgate Hills, about 14 miles away. Yeah, it's about halfway between sort of Edinburgh and Glasgow in the hills of as you go west on the north side. Lovely area. You do get views of the Forth Bridge from the site, and it's not too far away from the Kelpies as well, which is what we intend to be doing tonight, is when it gets dark go to the Kelpies. Because we've seen them when they've been lit up during the well, not lit up during the day. We've seen them during the day, but we've not seen them at night time. We've seen some people's vlogs and they look really great at night time when they're all lit up. So that's our target or our aim for today. Yeah, just about a mile away from our next stop, Beecraigs Country Park. Yeah, that sign just made a liar out of me. Beecraigs Country Park's actually 3 miles away. My sat nav said it's 1.3 miles away. It's probably taken me to the postcode. Arrived on site at Beecraigs Country Park Caravan site. Lovely blue skies, sun's trying its best to come out properly. The pitches are absolutely enormous here. There's a cafe open until about 3:30 I think it is for meals inside, and 4 o'clock it closes if you want to get a takeaway. So get your orders in before 4 o'clock and you'll be able to get yourself some tea. Just scan around quickly. Beautiful views from the Bathgate Hills. And I think it'll be the first time in a week that we'll be able to get our chairs out and have a sit outside, have a cup of tea or a beer or whatever. Yeah. Can't do any sort of alcohol today. As we go into the Kelpies tonight to see them lit up. Maybe tomorrow. Non-alcoholic drinks. So go and put the kettle on now, finish up hooking up, get the kettle on and have a cup of tea.